So this video is about creating a box plot for one quantitative variable. In this case, we're going to look at the dataset blood pressure that's also available in the sample data folder. This is about a medical equipment company that wants to know if their new blood pressure monitor is equivalent to the similar one on the model, and so they take systolic blood pressure readings on a random sample of 60 people using both the new instrument and the currently used instrument. We're only interested right now in describing what the results are of the new instrument, and so realize that's only the first column, and it's going to be the systolic blood pressure readings using the new instrument in millimeters of mercury. Okay, so I'm going to describe the systolic blood pressure recorded with a new instrument using a box plot. So if we go to Minitab and open up this data set, so File, Open Worksheet, we're going to the Sample Data folder, we're putting in blood pressure. We get two columns, new and current, and if you look at the bottom of the data set, you can see that we have 60 rows, right, for each. Okay, so we're interested in the variable new, and we're interested in creating a box plot. So we're going to go to Stat. No, we're not. We're going to go to Graph, Box Plot. We are going to take a simple box plot, and let me put that dialog box in the handout here. And say OK. Then we get this dialog box that looks very similar to what we've been doing. Let me take a snapshot of that for you. And we're going to select the variable new. As our graph variable. So remember, the graph variable has to be a quantitative variable. And then we've got these different dialog boxes. So let's talk about them. The first one is the scale box. I think the scale box is useful if you want to transpose the value and category scales. By default, Minitab makes sure box plots go up and down. Okay, so they're vertical. Some people like to see them horizontal because they represent kind of a number line thing as well. If you want them horizontal, you need to check it. If you want them vertical, you leave it unchecked. I'm going to leave it unchecked for the moment and show you that that's something that you can change as after you've created the graph. So once again, I'm going to just take a cut of that so you have it in your notes here. And say OK. The next box is the labels box. It's all about the titles, so we know we can get to it that way. The data view. Now the data view has a possibility here of maybe making some adjustments to it. So let me quick grab that box for you. What you might want to do is, instead of having the 5-number summary show up, which is the interquartile range, the outlier symbols, and the median, is add the mean symbol. So that's a possibility. And once again, you could do this afterwards, so I'm going to leave it off for the time being. Multiple graphs we'll do later. Data options we'll do later. Okay? And so quite honestly, all we can do is say OK. Here's our box plot. Now we're going to want to change the title. So this is systolic blood pressure readings using the new instrument. And if I'm going to change this title, I would probably say that this is systolic blood pressure in millimeters of mercury. And then we've got everything we need. Notice that if you put your cursor over the box, it actually kind of tells you where everything is. Q1 is this lowest line. The median is the line within the box. Q3 is this upper line. The min is where the line goes to, and the max is up here. Now once again, if you'd prefer to see this on a number line, because sometimes up and down makes it hard, you can do a right mouse click, edit the Y scale, and transpose the values. Okay, so you can always do it after the fact. I like this graph. I'm going to go ahead and send it to Word. If I wanted to add the mean symbol, you can add to the data display the mean symbol, and it will put like a compass rose kind of in the middle. So you can see that the median is slightly different than the mean. Actually, if you do it here, you can see the median is 122 and the mean is 122.6. All right, so that's a basic box plot. And that's what we've got.